Hey everybody, it's Jody. I'm back with another tutorial for you today. Today we're going to be learning Role Models by AJR. So I'm going to play you the chorus so you can hear what you're about to learn. All my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. I will unravel if you rip away my best pieces. Would have never come so far without someone there to start again. I really love the art, but I kinda hate the artist. But all my role models are on TV for the wrong reason. Wrong reason. So that's just a little snippet of what we're going to be learning. So if that interests you, stick around. I will post a link in the description to the entire song so you can use that as a play along that I played on my channel. So let's start off with the chords of this song. There's technically 6 chords in the song, but really there's 4 main chords that you're going to play almost exclusively over and over and over again. And they may be ones you're unfamiliar with. So the first chord is Am7. Now that is the easiest chord for ukulele because it's literally open strings. There we go. That's our first chord, Am7. Next chord, D, and I play it with 3 fingers. Then the next chord is Gmaj7. So we're gonna take these 3 fingers and we're gonna jump them down 1. So we're still on the 2nd fret. But instead of up here, we're down here. Now you could, if you wanted, you could do that, put down your pinky and lift up your other finger. You could do that. I jump down. Because then the next chord is Cmaj7, where we're gonna lift up these 2 fingers and it's just that finger on the 2nd fret. So we have Am7, D, Gmaj7, Cmaj7. And those are the 4 chords we're going to play almost the whole song. So not too difficult, right? I know you can do it. So the chorus is that little loop of 4 chords, Am7, D, Gmaj7, Cmaj7, 4 times. But on the 4th one, we're going to change it up a little bit. We are going to do Am7, D, and then instead of the Gmaj7, we're going to play a regular G. And then we're going to do a D diminished 7 chord, which is pinky on the 2nd fret right here. Then the ring finger. We're going to skip this string and put the ring finger here. Then we're going to take our middle finger and put it on the 1st fret in between on that string we skipped. And then our pointer finger on the 1st fret, this top string. So it's like a zigzag. Let me show you. So it's like a zigzag. We're doing here, 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 here. Okay? That is the shape of any diminished chord. Once you can play that shape, you can play it anywhere on the neck and you can play a diminished chord. And not only that, but this chord right here is like 4 different diminished chords. It depends on how you stack up the notes, what diminished chord you want to call it, what name you want to give it. So could you play this song without that diminished chord? Probably, yes, you could. But why? Let's challenge ourselves and let's learn this diminished shape because diminished chords, I mean, listen to that. It's so unique. It adds this really neat flavor to the song, and it's kind of like an unsettling flavor. It's just a really fun sound. So we're gonna master the diminished chord shape today. All right, so we'll get back to that again in a moment. We are going to learn the strum pattern for the chorus, and the strum pattern is all down strums, and you're going to do 8 down strums per chord. So starting with the Am7, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then the D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Gmaj7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cmaj7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, obviously with no pauses in between. So we're going to do it one more time with no pauses. So get ready. Get your fingers ready for A minor 7. Are they ready? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that's how you strum the chorus. Now, you don't want to strum too loud, okay? This is kind of a delicate song. It's not a rock and roll song, so don't strum too loud. And we want to put a little bit of accents on these measures so that it's not super boring and lulling our audience into sleep. So we're going to start off with just putting a little accent on the beat number 1, okay? So that means every time you play a new chord, that very first strum is going to be a little bit louder, and then you're going to back off the rest of it. So it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay? So try that. And then if you can play that, no problem, then try putting an accent on the 3 as well. So the 1 and the 3. So that's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? Now you may notice when I do my accent beats, I move my hand. And that is not for sound, although you will produce different sounds depending on where you strum. But I do that for my brain. It helps me if I'm trying to differentiate how I strum it, so I also do it in a different place. And for me, that makes it easier. So I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See how I move up on the accents? So try that. Some people that really helps. With some of my students, as soon as I tell them that, it's like something clicks and they can do it. Other people, it's just one more thing to remember and it throws them all off. So try it and see if it helps you. Another way to think of it is instead of concentrating on those strums being louder, concentrate on the other ones being softer. Whichever way your brain works, whichever way you need to think about it. And if you're having trouble with it, then just make sure you have the steady beat and it's not too loud and play it that way. And the accents will come. But that's how we play the chorus. So we do 3 loops of the regular A minor, D, G major 7, C major 7. On the 4th loop is where we're going to add that G and the D diminished 7th. So on the 4th loop, it's going to sound like this. All my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. Wrong reasons. Okay, so same strum pattern in the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and regular G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and diminish. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so for the diminish, we're going to stop at 3, or it's going to be 5 strums, however you want to think of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's some tips for going from that G to the D diminished. It's a quick jump, and they're nowhere near each other. So this is these are a couple different little tips you can try. For me, whenever I do a diminished chord, I plant my pinky first, and then the rest of my fingers find their place. That helps me. It's not so convenient for this one because my pinky's not even on the fretboard yet. But that is still how I do it. That's how I do it. I slide up and get that pinky in, and then I find my other. Another way you can think of it is here's your G. If you can keep that shape and have it move up and over and then put your pinky down, that's another way you can think of it. So here's our G shape. We're moving it up and over, putting our pinky down. If that's too complicated, you can think of it this way. Lift up your ring finger, take these 2 up and over, and then put the other 2 down. Whenever you're doing a chord change, a complicated chord change, or one that you're just not used to, it's helpful to think of a pathway, because it's really difficult to just think, plant this here, and have them all land at the same time, especially on a diminished chord. So try one of those and see how it helps. Another thing is, this happens 3 times in the song, and that's not enough. Like, if you just play the song from beginning to end, you'll probably, on the first time it comes around, miss it and be like, oh, I'll catch it the next time. Then the next time it comes around, maybe you sort of eke it out a little, and then the third time, maybe you get it. But then you really only practiced it 1 time correctly. So isolate that chord change and practice just that chord change. Practice it, slow it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Practice it that way, but keep working at it. Because like I said, the song's not that difficult. So it's a great song where you get to work on just isolating certain skills. So in this song, we're working on accents, and we're working on the diminished chord. And we're also going to do a little bit of finger picking in that instrumental. So let's move on to the verse. The verse is the same. It's Am7 D Gmaj7 Cmaj7. But instead of strumming 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're just going to strum 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to sound like this. Or with the words, it's going to sound like this. This time of year, I'm feeling weird, might be allergies, wanna move out, but when I move out, who'll be proud of me? Thought I was made from men that were gray, put that crown on me. Thought I was made from C.K. All right, it's only 2 loops. The verses are 2 loops, okay, of those 4 chords. No diminish on those. But if you noticed on that last Cmaj7, I just strummed it once and let it ring out. So what you want to practice on this, you can still do the accents if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or just on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can work on that. And also, make sure you're keeping the beat consistent with whatever beat you set for the chorus. Okay, so you may need to practice going back and forth between strumming 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Because even though the strum slows down, the beat does not. The 1, 2, 3, 4 should be consistent throughout the whole song. So you may need to practice it that way, like I just did. Doing the loop once with the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then try it with just the 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you're going to need to be able to go back and forth. The choruses play the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the verses play the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that takes us up to the instrumental, because we're going to do the chorus, then you do a verse, then you do a chorus, then you do a verse, then you do a chorus, and then the instrumental. Okay, so the instrumental, you could just strum, pick one of those, either the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or the 1, 2, 3, 4. But why not challenge ourselves, and why not make the song a little bit more interesting by doing a little finger picking on the instrumental part? So the instrumental part is just that same loop 2 times. Am7 D Gmaj7 Cmaj7, 2 times. But we're going to finger pick it this time. So here's how I teach finger picking. We've got 4 fingers. Well, we use these 4 fingers. Thumb is number 1, and it's on this string. Pointer finger's number 2, it's going to be this string. Middle finger's number 3, it's going to be the next string. And then ring finger's number 4, and it's going to be that string. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time I say 1, I'm referring to thumb on the string. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the strum pattern using those numbers is 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 2. That is the strum pattern. And it's the same rhythm as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's how fast you do it. However fast you're strumming the choruses, that's how fast you do the finger picking. But the numbers, again, let's do it a few times just on the A minor 7. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2. So a little bit up to speed for the song is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2. One more time. So that is our finger picking. We do it 2 times. Each chord gets one full pattern. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, and then you switch the chord. And then the last C major 7, we're going to stop on beat 3 again, or 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, and let that ring out. So that is our instrumental, and then we do the chorus one time at the end. That's our song. So before closing off, I do want to talk about, there's a little tricky part, I think, for singing the melody. When we sing the All My Role Models Are on TV for the Wrong Reasons. You do not want to start singing on that very first beat. There's a beat and then you sing. So it's all my role models. Okay, so it's all my role models. So you're going to strum once and then you come in on the second strum, or the and of the one. So it sounds like this. All my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. All right, so listen to it again. All my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. So if you come in right on that one, you're going to be off that whole line. And then for the last line, it's the same words, but I'm going to show you where you repeat the words wrong reasons. And it sounds like this. All my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. Wrong reasons. Okay, so it comes in on the 3 or the second half of the G. So it's all my role models are on TV for the wrong reasons. 1 and 2 and wrong reasons. Okay, so we come in on the second half of the G when you repeat the words wrong reasons. So I hope this was helpful. Please write any questions in the comments. And if you play this song and you have a channel, please come back here and link your video. I would love to see it and throw you some love. So don't forget to play your uke today. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.